Hey everyone, I'm Nero. And how many of you are tokusatsu fans in terms of Kamen Rider related? Because in Kamen Rider Amazons, it's a gritty reboot of Kamen Rider Amazon, and it just doesn't. It does things good and things bad. Now, in terms of the good, it's actually just a back to basics version of Kamen Rider because way years ago, around 1970, Kamen Rider was, it had dark elements to it. It got really dark by Amazon at that time. Well, that particular series, Kamen Rider Amazon, was canceled early because it was too violent. I could kind of see why. I saw a few episodes. It was pretty, dark. But here in, 2016, around 42 years later, is pretty much normal. Now, this is a 13 episode show, so it's not as long as your typical Kamen Rider show, which is around 40 to 50 episodes. And I think that kind of is a detriment just because it's so rushed at the end that the plot kind of just like, we gotta wrap up, we gotta loose ends, clear them. The show was put online as part of Amazon Prime's Japan subscription service. The plot, for short, is pharmaceutical company, not pharmaceutical, biological company, create Amazon cells. These cells are supposed to replicate humans. They eat protein. The high source of protein is apparently humans. Like, once they get human taste, they can't get nothing else. But, they can supplement by eating eggs and burgers, any other thing, because then they'll just gravitate towards that. But once you get that human blood, that human protein, you can't go back. And that's why you get the extermination squad. With the extermination squad, is supposed to get rid of all the escaped vermin, or Amazons, really what they call them. And there's around like at least 4,000, what they say. And, oh shit, 4,000. How are they going to eliminate all 4,000 in 13 episodes? I'm not going to spoil, but, give it a watch. Now, with the two characters, I say two, there's a lot more than two characters, but the two characters you are going to care about in this show is Jin, aka Kamen Rider Amazon Alpha, and Haraku, I think his name is, and he's Kamen Rider, what's it called, Omega. Now, with him, he's very whiny, Kamen Rider Omega, or, I'll just call him Haraku. Haraku is a very whiny character. It kind of becomes grating half the time because his whining causes, battles to go not in his favor because he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He's like, should I kill this? No, I want to do this. Now, Jin is a very, calm, collective person, and I don't want to go into really big spoiler territories, but he is one of the best characters in Kamen Rider in a very long time. Like, his motivations is so clear, and by the end of it, you just want to see more of him rather than seeing more of Haraku. Like, Haraku becomes his own by the end of the series, but it takes way too long, and, I gotta wait till season 2 to be invested into him again. I don't know if he's gonna revert back, don't know what they're gonna do with that. But the writers knew how to play with Jin. Extermination Crew is just typical, they each have their own personalities, but the acting is just okay. That's pretty much all I have to say about Kamen Rider Amazons, is that it's a decent show. It's dark and gritty, but some of the plot elements near the end it wraps up way too quickly. I want to see more things get explained and developed properly. Things just kind of come and go, and with its muted color scheme, it gave me a headache half the time. Now, the fighting varies from episode to episode. Some episodes have better fight scenes, some episodes really don't. I think one of the best fight scenes in the show is actually at the very end of the show. It really gets you like, oh, these characters have gone so far, and here's like one of their last final confrontations. Really good stuff. Now, the theme really I really kept invested because of the theme. I know this is, you can say the same thing for anime. You watch the opening because it's so cool, it gets you pumped for the episode. The way they do it here is that they play it at the end of the show, like usually the last 2 minutes, to get you pumped for the next episode, because they leave a good cliffhanger, and that kind of just dies off around episode 6, where the cliffhangers aren't as good. Because like episode 1 to 6, those cliffhangers were really good. Makes you want to watch the next episode. The cliffhangers after that kind of just range up and down. It's a very roller coaster ride. But if you're a fan of Kamen Rider, you should really give the show a watch. It's getting a season 2. Like, I know I sounded like I was mixed on it, but if you've never seen a Kamen Rider show, give the show a watch. It actually it's a good starting point for getting into Kamen Rider, because Kamen Rider now is all about, it's marketing, selling the toys and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, I'm Nero, and that's all I have to say about Kamen Rider Amazons. Peace.